So this might seem funny, it might seem like a joke. The girl that I was chasing, she hated that I stopped chasing her, and she manipulated my whole entire friend group to leave me. And to make me think that I was the shittiest, the worst person in the world. But I stick to my self-improvement and actually learn a lot from all of this shit. The end goal for this video is not for you to become the master manipulator, the person that can see through everything and manipulate everything. No. I just want you to become someone that can see when manipulation is happening to you, so that you can either step out of it or find a solution for it. So, the first one, selective invites. What does this mean? It actually means that, for example, they are organizing a hangout. The friend group is organizing a gang hangout, an outing shit, and they purposely choose not to invite you, or you find out from other people that they are hanging out and they're not inviting you. I feel like this is not really a manipulation tactic, but people actually do get overthinking thoughts because of this. Because people think that, do they hate me? Am I less valuable to them? Do they forget about me? Am I nothing to them? I think this is more of a problem if you overthink about it. If you are getting thoughts of negativity from this, it's more of a you problem. So it's not really a good manipulation tactic, but it does make you feel sad. It makes you feel all of these negative emotions. But you have to change yourself mentally. They are not selectively choosing to not invite you. Maybe they are, but if they are those kind of person, then you are not supposed to be friends with them anyways, because what's the point of pleasing people that don't like you? You should just step out of the game when you see this kind of stuff happening to you. Seeking higher status. So for example, people that want to find people that are higher status than them and always stick around them. I know it's kind of cringe for boys to do that, but it's kind of like a gold digger always trying to find the richest person to suck their dick and get their money. Seeking higher status is okay as a manipulation tactic, because it makes other people think that when you're part of a group with higher status, then you are someone that has higher status if you're in that group. But this doesn't really change the person that you are. This kind of social hierarchy shit that happens in young people, in the environments that you're in, like university, there's like social status, there's like jealousy, there's like so much toxicity. The best thing that you can do is to walk out, is to not get part of the game, is to not play this kind of game where you're chasing status, you're chasing all of this cringe shit. Is to focus on your own self-improvement, focus on your own close friend group that actually cares about you. Think they are cringe and don't be associated with them. Yeah, this one is kind of shit, so I'll put it around the C or D. Third one, guilt tripping. This is the best, probably the most common thing that occurs in manipulators, because it's like, for example, when you're accusing them of something to try to let them know they're doing something wrong, and in turn what they do, they try to flip the problem on you, the accuser. For example, they make someone feel guilty for something that they actually did themselves, but they try to put the blame on other people in a way that's very sneaky, in a way that can make you really believe in it. For example, they're inviting you to a hangout, and you decline because you're busy doing something that's improving your life. Like the hangout is like going to the bar and drinking some useless shit, and you decline them. They're gonna say, wow, our friendship means nothing to you then. Wow, you really don't care about us, you're such a bad person. That's the kind of shit that they will do. And that is the shit that the girl has done to me. I stopped chasing her. Does not mean that I'm a bad person, but in turn she made the whole friend group believe that I was a bad person because I stopped chasing her after giving her a lot of good memories. That does not mean that I should continue chasing her, because I've seen through that she's not a girl that I want to chase, right? They're basically lying. In a way, they're placing their faults and their mistakes onto other people, which is very harmful and very toxic. I'll put this in the S tier. So for the fourth one, emotional manipulation. I think this one is kind of cringe. It's basically like a baby. If you don't give him the food that he wants, then he will start crying. It's like it's very cringe, because you're using like emotions for your advantage. You're not using logic, you're not using any rational thinking, you're not like giving explanations for the things that you want, and you just cry about it, you get angry because of it. And you expect other people to help you, and those people that really change because of your emotional manipulation, those people are not mentally strong people. And the Sims will start giving you stuff, but if it's just really cringe in general, so I'll put this in D tier. Gossiping. This is occurring in every single person's life. I probably gossip as well. I probably gossip for fun. Other people gossip for fun. And I want you to think about this. Sharing or twisting information in a way that makes other people look bad. I know that sounds really bad, right? You wouldn't do stuff like that. But the second part is like, You give all of this information and you discuss this information with people close to you to actually bond over negativity of other people. If you and your friends have a singular enemy, you have the same enemy, won't you guys get closer just to attack that kind of enemy? That's the things that's happening in gossiping. You're talking shit about someone, you're talking shit about a certain event. In turn, you actually bond with your friend because of this. That is the point of gossiping. And I feel like this is not really a manipulation tactic, but it actually does changes a lot of things in social settings. It creates this kind of toxic energy if you're gossiping at other people behind their backs. So you're not really a strong, virtuous man if you do these kind of things. Gossiping is for like the women, it's for the people that have no power, and that in turn they try to pull other people's down with their words. So, but it's actually quite effective, so I'll put it in the A tier. And lastly, projecting insecurities. They project their own insecurities on other people. If I see a rich person 3 years ago, when I was like a weakling, when I had no money, when I had all of the insecurities, when I see a rich person, I would think, fuck, he was lucky. His parents gave him that money. He did not work hard for it. He stole that money. He did something illegal. I would think of all of these excuses that actually stem from my own insecurities, but I place it on the people that I actually envy and I was jealous about. And most people do this kind of stuff without even realizing it. So if you're actually able to get out of this projecting insecurity state, and you actually think logically, they got rich because they worked hard, they got rich because of the consistent effort that they put in, you can actually improve your own self much more. And if you see any other people doing projecting insecurity shit, then they're not your real friends, they're your close friends. They're just people that are trying to protect their own ego. This is quite common, so I'll put it in a B tier. If you see any of your close friends doing this kind of shit, you must set a boundary. You must at least tell it to them, communicate it. And if they're not changing, walk out of their lives. It might sound easier said than done, but it's the step that you need to do. It's the step that strong man does, because you have more respect for your own self than to stick with this kind of toxic people, to stick in this kind of toxic environments. This is the way you can protect yourself mentally, because you're actually not in the wrong when other people are manipulating you. And then only can you focus on self-improvement, improving yourself, so that the people that actually deserves to be in your life can be in your life. To you, joining us on this journey of self-improvement, our future is bright.